Welcome to our course on Python programming. Today we'll be exploring the concept of returning values in Python. We've already learned about passing values into a function as parameters, but what if we want to get values out of a function? This is where return values come into play. Let's start with an example. Imagine you're creating a program that calculates the area of a triangle. You need to calculate the area several times, so it will be useful to have a function that does this for you. Here's how you can define a function that calculates the area of a triangle. In this example, the area triangle function takes two parameters, base and height, and calculates the area of a triangle. The return keyword is used to indicate that the value of the area is the return value of the function. Now let's say you have two triangles and you want to add up the sum of both areas. Here's what you do. In this example, the area triangle function is called twice with different parameters, and the return values are stored in two separate variables, area A and area B. These values are then added together and stored in the sum variable. Finally, the sum variable is printed to the console. As you can see, the return statement allows us to retrieve the value calculated in the function and use it later in the program. But what if we want to return multiple values from a function? Let's say you have a duration of time in seconds and you want to convert it to the equivalent number of hours, minutes, and seconds. Here's how you could define a function to do this. In this example, the convertTime function takes one parameter, duration, representing the time in seconds, and calculates the number of hours, minutes, and seconds in that duration. The return statement returns all three values as a tuple. Don't worry, we'll learn more about tuples in upcoming videos. To call this function and retrieve the three return values, you could do the following. In this example, the function is called with a value of 9876 as the parameter. The return values are then assigned to three separate variables h, m, and s using tuple unpacking. Finally, the values are printed to the console in a user-friendly format. Now don't worry about this line. When we come to learning formatting, we'll understand what this line means. It's important to note that it's also possible for a function to return nothing. This is often the case when a function performs a task or prints a message but doesn't need to return a value. Here's an example. In this example, the print message function simply prints a message to the console. It doesn't need to return a value. If you try to assign the return value of this function to a variable, the variable will be set to none, which is a special data type in Python used to indicate that something has no value. Alright, that's all for now. Remember to practice writing.